Hello there, it's me Cheryl, and today I'm bringing you a makeup tutorial, my first makeup tutorial ever, and I'm kind of so excited to be sharing it with you. I call it the metallic goth look. I've been really loving metallic eyeshadows and lipsticks lately, and I was inspired to try to create this look, which I actually wore for Orchestra, so yeah, and I like how it turned out, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I hope you like it and enjoy!
So, first of all, I always start with a primer, and here I'm using the NYX Shine Killer. I find it really good, especially when it's hot and humid here in Malta, as it keeps my face matte and oil-free, and most importantly, sweat-free. Next, I like to use an eyeshadow base. Here I'm using the NYX High Definition Eyeshadow Base, and I find it really good for keeping my eyeshadow on for a long time, and it does not crease. So the next step is always concealer. I like to put my concealer on beneath my foundation, so if I see that the concealer has provided enough coverage, then I skip foundation altogether. As I said, I'm not much of a foundation person. I like to use two different types of concealer. I've got the NYX High Definition Concealer in the colors 03 and 05. I use the color 03 to highlight under my eyes, bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow, and I like to use the darker color, the 05, to actually conceal spots and other dark areas. I also find the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush is really good for blending in concealer. Now, since this was more of a full face tutorial, I went for foundation. I like using the NYX High Definition Studio Foundation, as it works very well with the concealer that I used previously. I find that this foundation does not block my pores, and my face does not get annoyed with me when I wear it, so it's one of the few foundations that I can actually wear and have my face feel comfortable while I'm wearing it. The next step is setting my eyeshadow base, and for this I like to use the NYX Hot Singles eyeshadow in Stiletto and my Real Techniques base shadow brush. As this is more of a gothy kind of look, I am using the NYX Hot Singles shadow in Arrogance as a crease color, using the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. It's a bit dark for an everyday crease color, but I find that it works really well for this look, as it sets a really good dark base. Next, as an all-over lid color, I am using the NYX Prismatic shadow in Smoke and Mirrors, as it's very pigmented and provides a really good base. To apply it, I'm using my Real Techniques shading brush, as it's very densely pegged. Bristles help me apply the color very evenly. Next comes the fun part. I'm using this Colourpop Super Shock shadow in Bay to add a pop of color, if you will. I'm using my KIKO Eyes 202 brush. I love this shadow because it has a slight duochrome effect, and it leans kind of purpley and minty, and over that silver NYX shadow, it looks absolutely amazing. Next, I'm going to darken my crease even more with the NYX Prismatic shadow in Punk Heart, and I'm going to be using an Essence pencil brush to do this, as you can see, it has a kind of round stubby tip, which makes it easy for getting into my crease area. while we're at it, let's just darken the whole thing even more. I'm using Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Envy and an Essence Flat Shadow Brush to apply some of this gorgeous dark blackish purple color on the outer V area of my lid, blending it in with the Punk Heart Prismatic Shadow. To add some depth, I'm using this Catrice eye color in the Captain of the Black Pearl and this random pencil brush to add some more definition to the outer V of my crease and extending it down to my lower lash line. Now for my lower lash line, I'm using this Real Techniques accent brush to apply some of Colourpop's eyeshadow in Bay all over the area underneath my bottom lashes. Then using the same brush, I'm applying Envy, also by Colourpop, to the outer part of my lower lash line. Then I'm smudging everything together with the random pencil brush from before. Time for some highlights. Using my NYX Prismatic Shadow in Girl Talk and this NYX Blending Brush, I am going to be applying some underbrow highlight. Blend, blend, blend! Using this Miss Makeup blending brush, I like to make sure that all my shadows are blending in together nicely to avoid any harsh lines. You can't really have a goth look without some liner, and I love using this NYX gel pencil on my waterline. I love applying a nice flicked cat eye liner using this Maybelline gel eyeliner and my trusty Catrice angled liner brush. Now, I have not yet mastered the whole applying eyeliner with one hand thing, so please excuse me while I tuck the life out of my top eyelids, but the end result is worth it, I promise. Time for some mascara. Yay! I'm using this Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara, the one with the curved brush. For my lower lashes, I prefer using the NYX Skinny Mascara, obviously in black, as it's got a tiny little wand and it is so easy to coat my lower lashes. Now, a fierce look like this requires some fierce brows, obviously. I am in love with this NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I use the color Espresso, and first I use the spoolie side to brush through my brows and tame any flyaway hairs. Then I fill them in with the retractable pencil side. Next, I use my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, also in the color Espresso, to brush and blend the whole thing together. Yes, I'm actually contouring. It's actually my third time contouring, but luckily this sleek face contour kit is amazing, and this Real Techniques sculpting brush is even more amazing because I actually managed to contour Let's put some color on those cheeks. I'm using the sleek Blush by 3 palette, the Sugar palette, and I'm using the color Turbinado, which is a beautiful dark red color. Also using the Real Techniques blush brush, which is super fluffy and is brilliant for applying blush. Now this is where I get a bit rebellious, because to apply my highlight, which is also from the Sleek palette, I am using a Real Techniques foundation brush. Yes, you read that correctly, you've heard me correctly. I actually found it really good to apply highlights on my face, as it's a thin brush. Yay! Time for my favorite thing in the whole wide world, lipstick! And here I'm using my all-time favorite liquid lipstick brand, the Lime Crime Velvetines. I'm using the color Jinx, which is a gorgeous kind of grayish eggplant color, and I love it. They are so long lasting and they don't take long to dry, and I find them really comfortable on my lips, and they have such a wide selection of colors. I mean, you cannot go wrong, really. After my liquid lipstick has dried, I tried out an experiment and I think it worked really well. I used my Colourpop lipstick in wet, which is currently, as far as I know, their only pearlized or metallic style lippy stick. And there you go. This is my finalized metallic goth look. I obviously set it with my handy Makeup Revolution setting spray, and that I forgot to film that part, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye!